Hello, people. I'm back here. Well, it has been a long while that I'm not here. No, my life got really busy these last months. Work, family problems, and then this project got a bit on the side, right? So I had no head for this because I had too much stuff in my head, and today something happened that made me think again about this whole thing, this whole channel, and everything, because somehow I'm always preparing to make a video or thinking, oh, what I'm going to talk about, or I'm going to talk about this, and I have to be somehow prepared. And today I was confronted to a situation where this appeared again, but in relation to my speech, because I don't have this anymore. Before I had this a lot of um, trying to profit or profit or trying to, for example, if trying to profit a good day. I don't know if this expression exists. For example, I have to call somewhere, and then I would wait until I'm in a good moment to speak, because I don't want to be stuttering on the phone. So this is something that I used to do, but then eventually I stopped doing this because I thought this wasn't sustainable and compatible with my lifestyle. So I said I'm not going to do this anymore. And whenever I have to speak, I have to speak, and I have to confront this, right? So, but today I caught myself trying to do this again. Um, I had to do a call because, just to give some context, in Brazil, if you live in a house, you live in a house, and then no one needs to know it. But here in Europe, at least in the Netherlands and in Portugal, I believe, also in Germany, I know it's like this, so I believe it's everywhere in Europe, you have to register in the municipality, the city hall, something like this, and they have to send you a letter, and in this letter there is it's like a code, and then you are formally registered there. So you cannot just live in a place. You have to be formally registered, and that's really annoying sometimes, because if you move, you have to report that you moved, and yeah. So that's what this is one thing. So I'm moving. Well, I have already moved to this place, but I'm not allowed to live here or this house. There's a lot of rules, but let's say you cannot just live in a hut. No, because the government must recognize that this is a livable place. So you have this control. So I'm not registered here, so I'm still registered in my old address. And then I got a call saying from the municipality, saying that the owner told that I don't live there anymore. That I have to, so they are unregistering me, and I need a new address to register. And then, but this was all in Dutch. This woman called, and then she was just calling, talking very fast, and I didn't want to talk to her, but I had to go through that talk, okay. And then, since I have only 5 days to register in a new place, I had to go quick. So I already have a new address. They have something called brief address. That's like a postal address, like a letter address. Like if you live in a boat, then you have this sort of address. And then, so you were not allowed to live there. So all your letters and stuff goes, or the formal communication from the government with you will go through this um, address, this official address, a friend or something. And then I had to call them to ask for um, a form to fill in. Mm. And then I didn't want to call her. And then I said, in my head. But actually, in the end, was also my speech. And then I said, no, I cannot be like this again. And then everything went fine. And then I had another call. Someone called from Portugal, and as you know, the Brazilian accent and the Portuguese accent are very different. And sometimes, and from the Brazilian perspective, they talk very fast. And in Brazilian Portuguese we speak very, like, the consonants are always well pronounced, but European accent is more like a British accent. Sounds like they don't pronounce some consonants, like when they say cotton, cotton, like like they eat the consonant, and this is the same in Portuguese, European Portuguese. So from a Brazilian, sometimes it's hard to understand because they eat a lot of vowels, and then it's called vowel reduction. That's the formal term. So European Portuguese has a lot of vowel reduction, and they tolerate a lot of consonant, a string of consonants. Let's say like this, and then that woman was like also talking very fast, and I wasn't willing to talk to her, but then I had to. So yes, you see. So now doing like closing the string now, like closing the circle from where it began. So see, sometimes we have to expose ourselves or have to talk and not being afraid too much, because I used to do this and then it was escalating. It was escalating and it was always, and then I started to enter in this cycle of avoiding and avoiding. And I related with this channel somehow, because also I was always thinking a day that I'm good, or a day I'm feeling good, a day when I'm feeling comfortable, I don't know, to record a video. Yes, it's okay, it should be like this, but if you start putting too much conditions, and then you never do it. So I said yes. So today I'm going to do it, even though maybe it's not optimal. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. That's also you have to find somehow of a middle way. That's I have already talked about this before. This middle way. This is a Chinese stuff, a Chinese thing, right? But also I came to know that the Senegalese thought apparently is like this as well. Some I heard that Senghor is a philosopher, right? But from Senegal. But I heard someone who apparently understands about him, and then told that also in the traditional Senegalese uh, um, worldview, you should have this middle way. Yeah, so that's the thought for today, and just sharing a feeling here. Yes, some moments. Thank you if you watch it up to this moment.